Hi, Meredith Shelton with the Fitchburg Fire Department here, and I am here again at Fitchburg Firehouse 2 with Kara Hare, the dietitian with Hy-Vee here in Fitchburg.
Yeah.
And we are going to make chicken parm burgers today, right?
Yes, that's
fantastic.
Right. So chicken parm burgers with a little bit of a surprise in there. We're actually going to be adding mushrooms to it. So it's a blend of chicken and mushrooms, so that's just an easy swap in order to cut down on some of the fat and the calories by adding in more mushrooms rather than adding in more meat to it.
Okay.
So you could do this with any recipe. You could do anything that I'm using ground beef for or ground meat. I'll cut that in half, maybe a half a pound instead of a pound.
Okay.
And then you can add in 8 ounces of diced mushrooms instead. So you get that same flavor, the umami, meaty texture and flavor, but without as much of the calories and the fat in there.
Well, this will be interesting to
try.
We'll
See
I look forward to it.
The firehouse likes it. We'll see. My husband doesn't like mushrooms, and he loves these. So if that says anything. So what we're going to do, we're going to come right over here at the beginning, and we're just going to pour 8 ounces of diced mushrooms right into the skillet, and we're going to cook that at about medium-high heat.
Okay.
You don't need any oil. There's enough water in the mushrooms because they're pretty watery.
Really? Okay.
So as they heat up, they'll release that water, and that's what it cooks in.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
That's what we're waiting for. It really doesn't take too long, maybe about 5 minutes till they start to wilt down and the water releases.
Okay.
And then we'll take it off the heat and we can add it to the burgers.
Sure.
All right, that's looking pretty good actually. It really doesn't take long.
Sure.
And you see how it's kind of wet now.
Yeah.
It's just the water that was in the mushrooms. So now that we have that out, we'll come back over here. Remind me to put the mushrooms in.
Yeah.
So now it's just basically dump and mix together.
Okay.
So we have a pound of chicken, of ground chicken here. You can also do turkey if you want, but really I would stick with like a chicken or turkey. The beef, the flavor just wouldn't be right with the beef.
Okay, with the Parmesan flavor. Okay.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Any order that things
No,
get
you can just kind of dump things in. So that's Italian seasoning. We dump that in, and then I use 1 shallot. You could also use like half of an onion or something like that.
All of this?
Yep.
Okay.
Panko breadcrumbs. That's a half a cup. That is garlic. So 4 teaspoons. So a lot of garlic in there. If you like garlic.
And then all of this here.
Yep. Marinara sauce. You're doing great.
Thanks.
I'll stand back.
I can pour pre-measured ingredients with the best of them. And then all of these also?
So grated Parmesan. And then this is 1/4 of a cup of chopped basil. It's in season right now, but if you're making this maybe in the winter and it's not in season, go ahead and use dried basil too.
Okay.
Do like 2 tablespoons. And then just a pinch of pepper. And you can do a little pinch of salt. And then all we do is mix that up all together. And we'll get the mushrooms in here pretty soon too.
Yeah.
And this would be, I mean, if you have kids, or I know if you're making it here, that'd be great, easy to do. But if you have kids, this is an awesome time to kind of get them involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Get their hands dirty in there.
Yeah, that's their favorite part.
Absolutely.
All right, it smells really good with all those seasonings in there.
It really does. You know, when you're in the firehouse, you never know what's going to go up. So you got to make sure you've got all of your...
Be prepared, right?
Yes, exactly. Make sure that forearm is protected. Okay.
So we'll go ahead and dig in, and we'll just start making. You can also do meatballs with this too. So in case you're wanting to do smaller ones, you can do that.
Sure.
But just do about the size, about like that.
Okay.
I'd say would be good.
And then are you able to just cook those up right away?
I would say put these in the fridge if you can for about 30 minutes, just to make them firm up a little bit. It'll be easier to flip them on the skillet.
Okay. Yeah, I could see where these would be really great meatballs.
Yeah.
With some sauce.
Yep.
Or a meatball sandwich.
Yep. So we have
Nice.
about 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 to 9 burger patties
Okay.
out of that. So.
Fantastic. And that was just 1 pound of meat.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
So adding that mushroom really makes it go a little bit farther. So now that these have been in the fridge for just a little bit,
Okay.
we can come back over here.
So does the chicken now have enough fat so that you don't
Yeah.
have to add oil, I see.
I would say you could add some oil or
Okay.
some cooking spray to it.
Okay.
But again, should cook with the oil just
Yep.
in it. It should be
Okay.
able to fine.
Sure.
And it may stick at first, but again, if
Mm-hmm.
it starts to stick, it should stick at first, and then
Yep.
when it's ready to be released, then
It'll-
it'll
Okay.
be easier. So if it's sticking, just know that it needs to wait just a little bit longer.
Okay. Now we're not cooking with oil today, so that eliminates some of that flash point issue of catching fire. But
Oil.
whenever there's pans, of course, like you mentioned, this is something kind of fun to make with your kids. You always want to make sure that you've got those handles.
Yes, especially
turned in.
with this, you don't always
Yep.
see that it's going to be hot or think it's going to be
Exactly.
hot, but with the cast iron skillet, everything.
Yeah, the whole
gets
surface.
really
right,
hot.
Exactly, yep. So making sure those handles are turned in so they don't get clipped, they don't get grabbed by accident.
I know. All right, so here we have them all cooked up.
Okay?
And now the good
It
part.
smells fantastic.
Yeah, all the Italian flavors, the Parmesan, and the
Absolutely.
Parmesan is melting in there now too.
Yep.
So it's nice and gooey. So there's one burger, and
Okay.
actually what we can do is take the marinara sauce
Put a little more on top.
and just a little bit extra. You can even do it on the side
Sure.
too if you want to dip into it.
Yeah.
But then from there you have your burger.
There
You can
it
add
is.
more Parmesan on top too. So
Okay, fantastic.
there it is. Want to take
Yeah,
it?
I got to give this one a shot. You don't taste the mushrooms.
Hey, win-win.
So there you
right?
go. That is a fantastic burger. There's a lot of flavor.
Yeah, a lot going
It's
on
light.
there. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're not gonna feel like you're eating a big burger and feel pretty good afterwards.
Absolutely, yeah. And you could even top it off just like a regular burger with some tomato and lettuce and onion. and-
Yep, exactly. Really go all on top of
Yeah,
that.
fantastic. Well, thank
right.
you very much, Kara.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, another great recipe. We'll
For
see you
sure.
again next time.
Thanks.